So
nice. Actually, I'm just gonna. It's
There we go.
Oh. Are we on?
Oh wow, I'm watching my own movements with the Twitch delay. That's just weird.
Yep. I recommend making sure your Twitch sound is off. That's for sure.
Actually, are we gonna get a loop of your
Come on in, man,
voice
this
over
room.
and over and over again?
I muted my audio and I'm wearing headphones anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I'm looking at my thumbnail on Twitch, and I'm seeing the delay, and it's really strange.
Hey everybody, we're live. There's nothing really special planned here. We're just gonna watch the countdown for the campaign and then thank everybody officially. Then we're gonna go back to partying. So this stream will be about 45 minutes or so. Just wanted to share this moment with all of you. All of you that decided to tune in anyways. Really appreciate your support and generous pledges and making this project possible. It means a lot to all of us. We're all really excited about diving into a really innovative interactive experience you guys have never played before. Really exciting time for us here at iDGi. So thank you to all of you. And let's, I don't know, do you guys think we're going to hit the stretch goal? What do you guys think? It's remarkably close. $2,000 away, and half an hour to go.
Wow.
Less than half an hour. 29 minutes according to Fig, exactly.
29 minutes to raise $2,000. Let's see. I'm hopeful.
It would be nice.
Definitely.
Should we do a roll call? Who's in the room right now, or?
Sure.
Because
So
Yeah, that'd be nice. I can't see all of you.
There's a lot more of us here than are on camera.
There's not a lot of room here.
yeah. So
Not the perfect setup.
right, you want to poke your head in? Does everyone want to poke your head in briefly?
Poke your head in, I just
Say hi.
Just spoken of.
You just spoke it up. So Ryan Sheffer with a mouthful of chips.
Oh.
Mike Luxon over here.
Hi. I'm over here.
Our brother Steve McMartin. Stick your head in.
Hello.
Dale Scullin right here. Ian Longeroux.
Hey.
Everybody right is here. And also got Duke in the camera.
Hello.
Known as Stetson in the chat.
He's American.
And missing Bob. Bob's supposed to be here. Bob should be here any moment, right? He's supposed to be coming.
Oh, that's right.
We are missing Bob. He may show up any given moment. I would make a cheeky joke, but everyone would think I'm serious. I'm very curious what that joke would be now, Zero Salia. Hey, 18 people. I think that's a record of people watching us. Yes, 18.
It's a humble record.
On the way to 1,000.
Yeah, almost 1,000. No, our acolytes.
I am actually.
Yes, this is beer. Canadian beer. Best in the world.
Just like Canadian hell.
You sure Steve's is Canadian?
Huh? The sleeve is
Let's make
Canadian.
sure.
Yes, it
And the
is.
channel.
Proudly. How dare you? Did you say such things? We're hearing something?
Oh, wait.
Watching it from there.
Am I here? We're hearing it through your audio. You want to make sure your audio is in your headphones, Duke?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, weird.
What are we hearing?
Somehow we heard. I heard
No, that
myself.
was me.
That was-
But I wanted to look at the chat.
Yeah.
Oh!
And it started coming up like super late.
Gotcha.
We got-
Yeah.
we got- what's that at the bottom? Is that Twitter?
What?
No, what is that at the
What's
bottom? At the bottom, center bottom.
What are you talking about?
In the center middle, down there.
This?
Middle bottom.
Yeah, what is that?
This is just updates for our Twitch channel.
Oh, okay. I
Right? This
thought
is when
that-
you can go on to see when the next broadcast is going to
Oh,
be.
man,
I've always
okay.
kept it updated when the next
That really
broadcast
threw
is
me
gonna
for a loop there.
be. It also does post to Twitter. Every time we make a new one, it posts.
I
tweets it.
gotcha now.
If you get to 34999, does it still count? No, the feature is cut. There's no way in hell we're doing it. If we're $1 away, it's too much. It's going to break the bank.
Too much.
Forget it.
That's gave us right down the one. Yeah. We are kidding. I am kidding. For those of you out there that are taking me literally.
You're the worst, he says.
From your phone, not on there.
The iDGi crew is sexist because no women on their present staff. Everyone boycott the company now. Sarcasm.
True.
Whoa.
Point.
Not looking to trigger anyone. I'm gonna just put that out.
There are women in our lives that are a major part of making this whole thing happen. However, and
Good save.
and actually, all of the animations you see in it are done by a woman, Christina. She is a student animator. She did some fantastic work for us, and so we will be on the team in the near future. It's just not physically here.
Lives in Texas.
She lives in Texas. That's right. Yeah.
Mandy also made the logo.
Yes,
Was that-
Natalie Lawhead did all of the iDGi Flash stuff. She was a major creative contributor for many years.
I think you just mixed up Natalie and Maddie.
Yeah, Mandy.
Mandy's not Natalie, right?
So, somebody mentioned Natalie in the chat, and then Dale mentioned Mandy at the same time.
Oh, so that is why that got
Yeah,
confusing.
there we go.
Okay.
Greg's just gonna.
That's right. Mandy did a bunch of the graphic design work
The
for the
logo,
campaign.
yeah.
The logo. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm very confused for a second.
No.
What was the confusion?
Oh, because you were talking about Natalie.
This is because it was mentioned in the chat for GT Concept, Natalie. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but as soon as I said, don't.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all good. It's all good.
It's lost to history now.
It
We'll
is. It's
never know.
gone.
Greg's wife gives him food during Twitch stream.
It's true. Can't deny that.
Professional.
Coffee too. Comes right down to it. Because she's awesome and she loves me and she likes to help.
I'm glad your
Knowing
wife-
when I'm basically working my ass off doing nothing but working, she tries to help best she can.
Coffee is important.
That's pretty cool. We just learned from one of our representatives at FIG that we are now the most funded game by percentage over its goal on FIG of all time.
Sweet.
Oh,
Nice.
Breaking records.
That's pretty awesome.
Cheers.
What is that?
Cheers to that.
What is that number?
Percentage over the goal. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
is that like,
we're
what is
at
that, 115 or
no,
something?
it's let's see, 116% of over the goal.
Damn.
How much time's left?
Not too
Also, we're
shabby.
now at less than $2,000.
It's
Yeah.
true.
24 minutes left. 23 minutes left.
That is doable. Be close.
It's funny how these things always happen. I swear. Yeah, human beings
Yeah.
love deadlines. They love counters that are almost there. The times thing. It's like dramatic and whoa.
The countdown always stops at 1.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Something about it.
Slow motion action. Your Twitch there die.
There's an R Games post. Is there Conspawn? That's cool. If everybody, if there's an R Games post, everybody please upvote. Yeah, 24 minutes remaining. Depends who's at the machine. Happens to be looking at R Games. And happens to click on the link and.
Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe.
Cut the red wire. Oh, prevent it from stopping. Conspawn.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying? I assume that you mean prevent the deadline from ending. Yeah. Thing is, everything always ends. Change is constant.
Deep.
You got to embrace it. Well, it's like the last
Also-
episode of Star Trek Next Generation, right? All good
All
things.
good things, yeah.
To an end. Yeah, somebody on a comment though was asking about like if you could do a slacker backer thing, like let people keep giving us money after the campaign ends.
It's actually
do
funny.
stretch-
It's funny you
stretch goals.
mentioned that because I shouldn't say anything, but that name you mentioned that there may be something like that happening in the future for our campaign, possibly. Yeah, I think it's a new platform. They're constantly working on stuff, constantly improving stuff. So who knows what you might see in the near future.
Okay.
And I'm going to slacker backer. That's a very catchy thing, isn't it? Yeah. And I wanted to put Jeremy Soule in the background, so he's here in spirit,
Nice.
because I believe that his music is one of the backbones of the whole story, narratively speaking. So much of narrative is told through that music.
Well, not just narrative, but the whole presentation. It's part of the
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
The cinematic presentation,
Yeah.
the context of the whole thing, right? He puts everything in context. The music puts everything in context.
It's part of the atmosphere, the mood.
Yeah. Don't just give TNG love. D Space Nine's awesome. Yeah, I totally love D Space Nine. I don't think it's quite as pure Star Trek as Next Generation, but it's great, awesome sci-fi.
So is Voyager. Voyager's great.
Voyager's good too. I've grown to love Voyager like more than I did when I first saw it. I hated Janeway. but she was awful captain.
She grows on you.
Not because she's a woman. I don't mean that in any kind of sexist way. I just mean-
It starts.
Do not mean that. I really don't. But I'm actually going to like her a lot. I think she's actually pretty awesome
We
and strong and
watched
wicked now.
the first chunk of the first season as a family, and we all hated
Mhm,
Janeway, and we
mhm.
stopped. And then we went
That's
back
right.
2 years later and loved it.
Yeah,
Janeway's
yeah, yeah.
great. She's fine.
True.
After a season or two, she kicks in.
True that she does. She finds her character. And she
Yeah.
becomes quite. And the chemistry between the cast becomes every bit as good as it was on TNG as well. So
I really like
Consortium One's pretty much Air Trek.
it.
It's true.
Nice.
Well, they're not.
I actually, it's a true story. I vividly remember going to the Star Trek convention here in Vancouver, and Steve and myself and my wife and a few other folks were all attending. And we had fun, and I actually bought the little Enterprise. And anyways, it was fun. It was geeking out. But I remember going to lunch afterwards, and we were talking about Consortium. We were talking as we were in early production. And we were talking about the vibe we wanted to feel on board Zenlo and the procedures and the things they say. That one of the things that makes Trek is the things they say on the bridge, like shields or red alert or evasive or maximum warp 2, all these things that they say over and over and over and over again, because it's just the procedures of what it is when you're a Starfleet captain, the things you say and do and things you have control over, and how the ship works and how all how everybody has their jobs and their responsibilities, and it's like a big clockwork thing. I said to Steve, we need to do the same thing. We need to do the same thing with Consortium. We need to make it so that you're on board Zenlo, it's like a functioning crew. Everybody knows what they're doing, everybody has responsibilities, and there's procedures and things that are said and things that are not said, and we come up with our own. Rather, let's not copy Star Trek, let's make our own, version of it that's uniquely ours, but we'll remind you of Trek, certainly, because it's a functioning ship, with people doing their thing, with procedures, with established procedures. So it's really awesome that people get that from playing the game, because that's kind of definitely one of our inspirations, is, should be, it's pretty obvious, even when we make Trek references all the time, right?
As we said for years, if we weren't making Consortium, we'd be trying to make Star Trek.
Oh, hell yeah.
Of some kind.
Well, the only part about having worked on licensed games before, doing AAA games back then, I worked on Harry Potter and Incredible Hulk and Scarface. I think those are 3, and Lord of the Rings. I've worked on 4 different big licenses. I'm kind of done with licenses, but there's one I would do, and that's Star Trek. If I could make a game in the original Star Trek universe, like we could create virtual Enterprise D, and then get all the Enterprise TNG voice actors to come in.
Well, next generation's
Yeah, because they're all still alive, right? So we could get all the people that actually do the voices and create virtual representation of those characters and then be on the Enterprise virtually. That would be incredible. Using our tech, using the same way you can walk up and casually talk to people and everything else. That'd be a dream game for sure. I would love to do that. I would like all bridge commands to be issued with a thick Canadian lilt.
Goofy.
Hey, Richard Rouse. Hey, man, how's it going? Awesome to see you here. He's Richard Rouse III. He's making a game called The Church in the Darkness. It's an awesome indie game coming out that you guys should all check out. It's interactive narrative, procedural interactive narrative, extremely original, unique, fresh. I can't wait to play it. Can't wait to see what he's doing.
Oh wow.
Really cool to see him in here in the stream.
Watching it the way it grows.
Closing in. Isn't it hilarious, Richard, how
Yeah.
close we are? How 3:48, 3:50 hasn't budged. We've still got 17 minutes.
Yeah.
We've still got over $1,500 to go to hit the stretch goal.
So I mean, if you guys want to up your pledges or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead and post a link, Richard, if you want to. Links are enabled.
I mean, we won't deny you from the pleasure of giving us.
If anybody
money.
else here that I know in the game industry, speak up, and I'm happy to you guys can promote your stuff here. No problems with that whatsoever. Because all you guys are cool. All you guys are making cool stuff. So. But yeah.
Yeah, we still have. No one has claimed the beer tasting with Dr. Greg reward
I
yet.
know. I'm
One
bummed
beer
by that.
excursion would fund this
Who
stretch
wouldn't
goal.
want to
Come on,
hang out
some.
with Greg Z and that's just be so cool, So
Maybe
incredibly
just
cool.
not for a few grand. That might be the.
What's that?
Maybe just not for a few grand. That could be the challenge there. I would love to beer taste with you. Don't get me wrong.
Why is that link not working? That's weird. There we go. That link works. Richard, fair enough. Very true. But I think everybody here is already a backer. It'd be very strange if they aren't. What are you doing here? I kid. Back us. Come on. If you're...
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Did your phone die there, Dale?
Nope, still going.
Oh, but you don't have that Twitch thing.
So 3,040 backers. It's pretty awesome.
26 now.
Whoa,
I
26.
think we wanted to count 3,000 we did. That's good.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Super exciting.
Great shot.
Oh no, it's moving. I think we're real
This is
time.
so weird seeing myself like behind two weeks.
I know.
Yeah, poor Griggsy having to drink beer all by himself. Oh.
His own brewed beer. I've never seen it.
Drink
Down.
6 hours away.
I think he'll be fine. I do.
Yeah, if everyone who was on Kickstarter had come over, then we'd already be over, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, you know, some people get used to certain platforms, you know, they feel like they have their profile, and anything new is always usually disregarded by lots of people. Human beings don't like new things, you know?
We
That's
got
the
a lot
problem.
of backers from the Discover through Kickstarter. That's the thing. So Kickstarter backers that probably had no
There's
interest in
some.
going
There's-
anywhere else.
yeah,
Quite a
the
lot.
traffic. There's
Quite a
some.
lot.
There's some. The thing is that, yeah, no, there's some. Of course there is.
Discover
Yeah.
through Kickstarter.
Yeah, the people that just browse through Kickstarter projects, right? Stumble upon stuff. Yeah, there is that. That being said, though, we've raised way more in pledges than we did in the Kickstarter. In the actual pledge money, we've raised more in actual dollar value. This,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have we?
Yep.
Counting for exchange, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were slightly under. I guess we were last time we checked, but
Yeah. Well, the exchange as it was before, we're definitely lower, right? Exchange as it was, as opposed to exchange as it now. That's completely separate from anything else. But.
Forest fire.
Thanks,
Actually, that's pretty awful. One of our backers on Fig actually has lost their house to the fire. That really sucks.
That's horrible.
That's really awful. Yeah, that's something not to joke about. That's some really apocalyptic crap going on out there.
Yeah. Have you seen the
Because it's
pictures
so far away from some civilization. Also, a friend of Ryan that's actually going to his wedding had got shipped away from the camp from his camp up there. He's working up there and got shipped away because of it. So it's like multiple people that we know are affected, and or people are connected to anyways are affected. That's kind of crazy.
Nobody's died yet.
No one's died
Which
yet,
is
yeah.
incredible.
Well, you know, fire.
Considering the scale of this thing.
The thing is, it's not like it's an immediate. You can run away from fire. You know.
No, I know.
Or like, oh my God, fire!
Accidents.
Oh, and then wait for it to
20 minutes
slowly
later.
come and burn you to death. I mean, it's one thing for a fire to start in a house and then to have you be blocked somewhere in the house because where the fire started. That's how you can die from a fire. It's the only way to die from a fire, right?
like there's firefighter or something around there.
Sure, but it's so big. It doesn't matter how much water you pour it; it just evaporates immediately, right?
Images of
The
cars
fire is
driving
so
through the
huge.
fire and whatnot, surrounded in flames. Like those cars could, their tires could die. There's a lot of circumstances.
Yeah,
that-
some of that
Everybody
footage of
contact
driving
with
along the road with the fire on both sides. It must be pretty darn hot there for sure. Yeah.
With no tires, that was lovely.
For sure.
There's
Yeah.
that bus that caught on fire as it was trying to flee.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Everyone had to evacuate.
Crazy.
We're all gonna be getting drunk with a bear. Zero Thalia, where the heck did you hear that?
What? What?
You gotta.
I heard you were all gonna be getting drunk with a bear.
I would.
Smokey the bear.
Might not be very drunk.
You guys drinking too?
Something else.
Hammered, man.
Yeah, man.
I have no idea. Drunk with a
Barely
bear.
wait. Whoa. Get out of here.
It's gone up a little bit. 348, 416.
No,
It's looking pretty likely though, unless someone comes in with some big thing, it will be just under the stretch goal. But it's close. It's pretty close. "12 minutes left."
Crazy.
Phoenix of Might, you do not feel guilty if you're pledging $199. About wanting to pledge more. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Anybody that pledges at that level are friends of ours forever. Sir Mark, thank you. Awesome. It's good to see you here, and good luck at work. So see you at the next stream, I'm sure.
What are we doing for the next
What's the
stream?
text? I don't know. Something.
Oh, okay.
Something cool.
Or Alpha
But
Protocol.
we're going dark for a few weeks pretty much after this. That's, I've already hinted at in the Fig update as we get established and get everything all set up and start getting the production pipeline worked out. Now that we're able to do that, thanks to all of you. Hot peppers and threats of doom.
Yeah, we get it.
Nice.
Ready for
Why
action?
hot peppers? I like hot peppers. Is this a reference to something?
I'm trying to figure that out. What is that a reference to? Hot peppers and threats of doom if the money doesn't appear.
It's like, sure, can I have it with chips? I should grind it up, add some tomatoes.
Just start dipping it.
Chips and dip.
Yeah, dipping your doom.
Doom dip.
Yeah.
10 minutes left.
Hold on.
Patient.
I know.
Oh, okay. I will eat these insane hot peppers if you'll donate money to X.
Awesome.
We should have got some insanely hot peppers prepped.
Just
$1,000
give me
bucks an hour.
All we have instead are these amazing chips. This is some nice music. Where's this from?
This is Jeremy Soul, and it's
Tomorrow.
all of this is Jeremy.
Yeah, this
No, it's Guild Wars. This
Oh,
is Guild Wars. Yep.
Right on.
Yeah, this sounded a little familiar, doesn't it?
Guild Wars. All these numbers are so close. 249, 348, 98, 50. These are all like.
So if
9 minutes left.
So if we reach
This keyboard
350,
sounds like
the
your
confetti's
Pardon
gonna
me?
drop
This
from
keyboard
the
sounds
roof,
like
right?
your keyboard.
Be very
Oh, is
disappointed.
that you got a mechanical keyboard, right, Duke? Because you're cool.
Oh, actually, it's my laptop. This is just a laptop. It's just
Oh.
Apple hid the microphone in one of the speaker grills, so like
Oh, wonderful.
It sounds
hear
like a
it,
mechanical
like
keyboard.
the sound of the keys conducts.
Yeah, it very much sounds like a mechanical, like mine sounds. Yeah. Yep.
I can't hear it back. Oh wait, yeah, I'm not listening.
By
to
the way,
stream.
after we end the stream, I'll give you guys a demo of the old CV riff.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to try some stuff? It's pretty
You,
darn cool.
you got E Valkyrie?
I've got the riff right, the CV1 riff right here,
Oh, yeah?
hooked up. Yeah, all ready to go. Yeah, bought a couple games even. The Apollo 11 experience is incredible. I don't know how many of you guys out there have a Rift on the stream, but I actually blasted off. I had the Apollo 11 experience, like actually being like an astronaut, did the whole journey. It was freaking incredible. And you can even control like landing the lunar lander, and I crashed it every single time. It was impossible. but before that, you can control the operation that was made in orbit, where the lunar lander had to the main top ship had to detach, spin around, and then attach itself again. That was part of the mechanism. So you actually had to do that. It was really cool because it was very believable. Like you had to spin it around, then you had to slowly approach it. It had to be like extremely moving towards it, but incredibly slowly. It had to be lined up exactly, using the same mechanism they used to line up. You had to like look up and then look in for this little targeting reticle. Had to be perfectly lined up. So I felt like I was actually doing it. It was just amazing. Yeah.
I was asking if you had E Valkyrie.
Yes, I do. It
You
came
do?
with Founders Pack.
Oh my
yeah,
god, I
yeah.
want to try that.
It's pretty
That looks
cool.
so cool.
It's pretty cool in terms of spinning around and stuff. I was getting like weird stomach, like as you're like spinning the ship around all around you.
Visually, it looks like the most intense.
It is the actual gameplay right over, and it was perfectly in sync with my actual chest. So I was like, okay, chest, legs, sitting in a chair, gotcha. That's what I'm actually doing. As a matter of fact, when it went to the interface, I couldn't even figure out how to keep playing. There's all this interface stuff around me. It was so poorly designed. I was like, how do I actually start a game? It's like no start game, no go shoot stuff now. There was nothing that said how to continue. It was just this weird. I actually ended up quitting because I was just stuck in the menu after the initial gameplay intro or whatever. Right? I think the intro was pretty neat. Like I just in terms of being in the cockpit, seeing your body, like. It was so well synced up to my body. I could look down and you can see through a little slice in the CV, so I could see my actual chest. But then the virtual chest took right over, and it was perfectly in sync with my actual chest. So I was like, okay, chest, legs, sitting in a chair, gotcha. That's what I'm actually doing. Okay, I'm in this cockpit. Very cool. I've got Adrift too, but I haven't even played it yet. Anyways, I think we're really close to the end here. 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're
I
getting
don't
many
think so.
good, Yeah.
So close. Funny. Funny. Let's see if PayPal's come in last second. It's possible that PayPal has pushed us over. No, a couple $20, but that's not going to make a difference. 20, 50, 20.
God, what is that? 31 viewers though? No.
26 now.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
20.
Popular.
Awesome to have all
Not-
26
not
of you
that
here.
crazy.
Thank you for joining us at this moment. Even if you don't hit the stretch goal, it doesn't matter. We're fun. We're making this game. We're super excited. We're pumped. This game is going to be awesome. The little number being a couple dollars off is relatively inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. So it's all awesome regardless.
Can you imagine if we'd set the goal to this amount? And we're like, oh no!
No, thank you.
Yeah.
What's it at? Y'all should
Just
unify your
248,551. 348. Sorry, 348,551.
248 would be bad.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No,
No.
that's such a good move.
US dollar. Zero failure. Thank you. We'd like to think we're great. We're great.
I like to think that.
I can agree to that. Sure.
Conspawn, we are doing a major overhaul of our web presence over the summer. Watch for that. Don't like our website. It's long since deprecated. We thought it was cool a couple years ago. It's not really anymore. So look for an improved version in the next few months.
Soon it's gonna be retro though, and that's gonna be cool.
Yep.
If you weren't great, none of us would be here.
Aw.
Thank you.
At least I think aw.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's nice.
Wait a minute.
But maybe, what if you were just good? Maybe you'd still be here if we were just good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done with averaging.
What about nifty?
I could be there for someone who's nifty. I don't know.
Yeah. I could handle it.
They could also be here out of pity.
Yeah.
Oh,
The live. Someone really post a live news link.
Sad.
I don't see one. Do you guys see a live
No,
news?
I don't think
see
so.
it.
I think that's a joke.
Oh, okay. I think one thing I've noticed is consortium fans, how cool you all are. I don't think I've ever seen a game community that is filled with so much intelligent people with intelligent discourse, with intelligent ideas, with intelligent and thoughtful comments and posts. I'm really proud to be part of making a game that has people like yourselves involved in liking what we make. That means it really is awesome, as opposed to, like, I don't know, Call of Duty fans or something that spend their lives killing it. Hold on. They spend their times killing each other constantly. It only makes sense that would tend to create a lot of like conflict, right? If you're virtually killing each other and the whole game's around being able to out-kill someone else before you can be killed, that'll tend to cause a lot of conflict, right?
They get
You know they aren't killing each other in real life though, right? Just
I think some of them are kind of confused by that.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Cool.
Man.
Uh-oh.
freaking out.
Free $1,000 spike coming in.
Hey, someone $1,500 now.
Jesus.
That would do it.
Good music to wait.
There's a lot of people that don't get consortium. That's a problem when you make something brand new and outlandishly different from anything else. Many people will play it and just not and go, what the hell is this? I don't understand. Move on. So it's an unfortunate thing. When you make something new, you got to deal with that for a while until finally enough people get it.
And it makes something new in an industry where there's hundreds of things that are new for people to jump onto and switch to. And
Yeah.
play it 10 minutes. I don't like this. They move on. It's
Yeah.
like, you got to give it a little bit of time to kind of.
Yep.
Steam
Sink
is
in.
incredibly saturated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I've got hundreds of games on this I haven't touched.
Mizu Bob, exactly. I feel like consortium is difficult game to explain to people. It's not very compatible with other games. That's exactly right. We had a hard time marketing it. A real hard time marketing it. When we were making it, we almost barely knew what the hell we were making. It was like, how do we describe our creation? I don't know.
Consortium.
This and this and this and this and this all combined. There you go.
It's a video game.
It's a shame Bob's not gonna be here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we got a
Zero Falcon, that's awesome to hear. I kind of went into Consortium with the wrong impression by mistake, and now I love it. That is awesome. That's so cool to hear. 1 minute left, everybody. Countdown is on.
Maybe Bob's
We're
gonna
at the
kick down
end.
the door and
Through
just
the window.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's a fantastic campaign. You guys all rock. Much appreciated. We are making this game.
Wait, seriously, the victory page actually has milliseconds on the countdown now?
Oh god.
It does. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Yeah! We are funded!
Confetti.
Woo! Thank you, everybody that came to Fig and backed us. You're all amazing and awesome. Now we are about to go dark. We're about to start diving in and making this game. We have some challenges ahead of us, but it's going to be an exciting, fun ride. And we think the game on the other end is going to be fantastic. You guys are all going to be, I think, blown away in the end. You guys all rock. Thank you so much. We'll stick around for another little bit here, but yeah, we want to get back to. Quick, everyone, get drunk. Conspawn says.
Yeah.
Shotgun cigarette. Where's the tequila?
No champagne bottle, but lots of beers going around. Everybody got a beer to or a drink to cheers?
Empty beer. It'll work.
Hey, everybody, cheers!
Cheers.
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 Woo!
Energy drink.
Trash in the place. Trash on the place.
There's alcohol in it.
Is there? Oh, it's the Rockstar.
The Rockstar alcohol thingy.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
No, we just mean that, you know, for instance, I think I mentioned in the big campaign, guys. I've been doing this this promotion campaign, putting myself in the spotlight thing for over six months now. I'm a game maker through and through. So are these guys, and I want to get back to doing what we do best, which is make awesome, progressive, kick-ass video games. So that's what we're about. You guys have enabled us to do that. So we're going to do that. Expect to start seeing the daily updates somewhere late June, when we're totally locked in and we're kicking ass. We're back into the daily grind. We're onto the daily grind of making this game. And we'll start bringing you guys another process. In the near future, next week, expect to all get your Consortium 1 DLC Backer Edition. We're going to get those keys out to you next week. Those of you that don't have it already. And a couple of things. The contest is now officially over, so we're going to look over everybody that submitted. Whoever has the highest score will be receiving a signed poster.
Nice.
That thing behind me there.
It's really cool. Really big. If you don't think of the bottom half of it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Trust us.
Shift Monkey, yeah. If you actually can look back, those of you that have backed the first game, you can see that the way we work as a company is we have what's called daily scrums, where everybody says what they're working on and what they did the previous day and what they're working on. You will get versions of those. Essentially, every single day, part of my routine will be holding the scrum, and then I'll basically be converting some of the stuff. I'll be making a version of the scrum report for each of you guys to read, just to get a sense of what we're all kind of the part of the game we're working on and what we're trying to solve and stuff like that.
Spoilers redacted and whatnot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Spoilers redacted and sensitive stuff redacted. Obviously, I mean, you know, because it's stuff comes up. We're all human beings. Things happen. But making games is full of challenges and unknown things. But we want to bring you guys along for the ride. We want you guys to understand. You know, here's how. If those of you that decide to follow on a daily basis, you're going to learn how what it's like to actually make a video game, with our production method, our philosophies and our methodologies in play. For me, I'll be using every single skill I have from every game, every project that I've worked on in my career, including Consortium, to make this a reality. And everybody here is going to be pulling upon every skill and knowledge and bit and piece they've also used to make this a reality. And we're all going to be putting our collective talents and skills together to make one hell of a cool, original, unique video game for you all. So, woohoo! Onwards to doing that.
Will we still be twitching over the next little while? Is that like a weekly
Yeah,
basis?
yeah. So I want to settle into.
Streaming?
I do want to settle into probably a Twitch stream twice a week. On Wednesday, someone will start a Twitch stream. It'll be just them working candidly while streaming. So we'll have webcam set up. So it may be Ryan one day coding. It may be Steve one day writing. It may be
That's exciting.
well, that's exactly it. You're just going to see us working, and we'll just talk and answer questions. It may not be all that exciting, but it's candid. So that'll be Wednesday, and then on Friday, I'll take my time to play. We'll do a playthrough. We'll play games. Each Friday will be a different game that has maybe some relevance. Sometimes maybe not. We'll have some fun. Play outlandish games every now and then. But we'll play a game for 2 hours, and we'll talk and answer questions. And sort of just so you can start counting on those 2 daily, and we'll try to stick to that. Again, we'll start that again in late June and July once we settle into getting everything all set up, because there's a lot of work to do to get to that point. But it should be awesome. What other questions you got here? I should try to find. There's quite a bit of tapping. I love Canada. We love Canada too. Canada rocks.
Yeah.
You guys are all going to be coming up here, right? When Trump becomes president. I'm joking. I hope I'm freaking joking. Put it that way. sorry to any of you Trump supporters, but anyways.
We're gonna have to build a wall. We will have to. And we'll make America.
We're gonna build a wall. I'll make you pay for it. No, I'm kidding. No, kidding. Horribly kidding. Horrible. Bad taste. All right. Bad trick. Required loud alternate rock music to get through. Purchase the poster anyway. That's almost 1 minute. Devs have done the whole working stream thing, and people still love watching it. So, yeah, it's. I think it's cool to stream while working. Actually, it kept me focused. Actually designing a level in real time while streaming it to the world was a remarkable tool to keep me focused. I tell you, it's quite interesting. I'm just doing it my own, but to be like watched by people, it's like I have to keep doing stuff, right? Otherwise, it gets boring. I gotta put on a show, so I gotta do stuff really fast. so it's entertaining.
Particles. Spot.
Claim Canada, make Canada great again.
When was Canada great? Always.
I am terribly sorry to pull politics into this discussion, everybody. Forget I did it. Bad me. Bad me.
No, this is gonna just be the conversation for us to stream.
Music's really relaxing.
I like it.
It's the victory music. Sad.
You're now at home with your family.
Jeremy does some really good
It's like the credits music for.
piano music. He does. He's fantastic with the piano. I recall times hanging out back in the Cave Dog days where a bunch of us would be in the room and Jeremy would just get in the piano and you just start composing on it. You start playing music, just like making stuff up as he's going along in the piano. And we'd all sit back and go, whoa. As he's making up motifs and coming up with like these new ideas and all on the piano. And it was just amazing to watch him work. It's just incredible.
The stream with him the other day was all good. I watched pieces of
It
it.
was really cool, yeah.
Pretty neat.
He put on badass sunglasses. And,
I noticed.
Actually, when I first saw him, I was like, Jeremy, you look like the personification of cool Hollywood composer guy. Like you're the totally personified that. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna put your sunglasses on now. And I was like, oh yeah, there you go. You just completed it. It was actually really cool. He answered lots of cool questions. He gave insight into how he composed some of the pieces, and gave insight into how some of the consortium pieces are a mix of orchestra and a mix of virtual, right? It's fascinating. It was cool to just hear, because he's obviously he still knows the real story behind a lot of that music. So we were dancing around some pretty nasty spoilers a couple of times. It was like the meaning of this particular piece of music. Well, it represents the enemy. I actually said that, right? The enemy. But it's like nice. That's nice and generic enough that it was even mentioned in Consortium 1, right? This unknown enemy. So there's nothing wrong with saying that. There is a mysterious enemy in the story. Nothing wrong with that,
And
right?
we will say no more.
Say nothing more than that. Yeah. The music is spoilers if we talk about the nature of the music, Conspawn. Yes, because the music there's a lot of work put into the music in terms of the narrative being built directly into it. The themes and the motifs and the very nature of the music speaks to the essence of what it's referring to narratively. The music has a direct narrative reference. So if Jeremy and I were to fully divulge the meaning behind all of it, we'd completely spoil the entire story of the entire trilogy.
Spoiled the second game.
Yeah, the third game even. We just spoil everything. That's bad. Can't have that. If you get drunk, do you think there's a chance of a spoiler slip? If we were to get really drunk online, yes.
That's why
that's not going to happen.
We were joking about the idea of you and I getting drunk and doing a
Start drinking
playthrough of
this.
Consortium. That would have been... you and I would have totally spoiled this shit.
Oh, it'd still be fun, I think.
We'd spoil things. We would get
I don't
drunk
think
and
so.
we'd
I think-
not
I think-
even
I think-
realizing it. We'd
I think
say
you
shit.
and I deep down know too much what's a spoiler and what's not, I think, actually. I think our
Smell
understanding of the
you
story is so
wrong.
deep.
Don't say that! Don't say that! Shut up! Hitting each other every 2 minutes.
That's because of this. That's because of that.
Phoenix of Mike, thank you so much for staying up. Awesome. All of you that are here in some strange hour, strange time today, really appreciate you being here. It's awesome. So cool of you guys to support us, and let's go forward together. make an awesome game. I hope you guys will join us for the journey of this production. It's gonna be
We've
awesome.
actually gained someone since the crowdfunding finished. We're at 27 now. Right? Yeah, 27 and we're at 26.
All right, lower cult. Time to start dissecting the music. One person said.
Lower cult.
There's a lower cult form forming. That's awesome. That's so cool. I can't describe how cool that is. Especially since you guys are like, it's scary how close some of you guys are getting on certain things. It's amazing. You guys have paid attention to everything, all the details you guys are finding that we left there on purpose. But the fact that you guys are finding them all scares, I think, both Steve and I. A little bit.
I still don't think
I think we got to be
anyone's
really
damn
careful
fight.
with the second game about what we say and how we say it and all this kind of stuff, which is cool.
If it wasn't a challenge, we wouldn't be doing it, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Really awesome.
Blinking light.
Yeah. But thank you guys for being willing to do something new and unique. The industry could use more originality. Oh, that's so cool of you to say. That's awesome. That's what we're striving to do. Make something new and original. Make something that's, stands out amongst the billions of games out there, especially in this day and age. So 5 more minutes, and then we shall end the stream, and we should get on with our offline partying. But awesome to have all of you here. Duke, especially cool to have you here virtually, man. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Sucks you can't be here physically. I don't know if you drink or not. Do you drink, Duke? You don't drink, do you? Didn't
No.
think so. You and Ian, man. You guys hold the torch. Alcohol sucks.
Recreational neurotoxins. Yeah.
I like beer. I like beer, but I hate alcohol. Here's a statement. I like beer, but I hate alcohol. It's like, Synthahol would be pretty cool, actually. I've never actually fully understood what Synthahol is. Do you still get some effects, or is does it just not come? Is it, do they engineer it so that you can kind of get tipsy, but you don't have any of the negative side
Isn't
effects?
that what it is? You can drink as much as you want, but it stops at a certain point, getting you drunk. You get only to a certain point.
That's
of
the part.
drunkenness.
Any of I mean, I've seen all of the show. I've seen consumed everything Star Trek, and I don't think they've ever really fully explained it to that level. I think it was always kind of just skimmed over. Like they talked about it being. It has all the negative side effects are race is what I've heard, right?
Hangover and
Right. So it means
The best part.
God.
Is that what it is? I always thought it was like O'Doul or something. Just no alcohol at all. But it had that.
No, that's one interpretation of it. I think some people think it's
Alcohol,
that. Yeah.
Because a lot of the time
Yeah.
they were doing that. Oh, it's just Synthahol.
Right.
And then they bring out the whatever it is.
The real stuff.
The brandy or what's that?
Yeah.
Friggin'
The
stuff.
whiskey, whatever. Or the.
Yeah. But,
I think Picard had some kind of bottle of the real stuff or something.
yeah, Dinah brings it out that one.
And then of course the Romulan ale, right, which is not
Oh,
Synthahol.
it's the episode with Scotty comes.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
right.
like, I need something
Yeah, Scotch,
real, and-
Scotch,
yeah.
real Scotch. Yeah. No, the Synthahol crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Synthahol was introduced after the original series, right? It implied that it was way in the future. Sierra Thalia thinks so is fully synthetic and you can't really get negative effects. Right.
Okay.
But does that mean you get some positive effects?
Right.
Was it just
Like,
from
do they
drinking
consider
water?
getting drunk a negative effect there? Like, or do they consider like
Exactly.
It's you want it?
Right. Is getting drunk being negative or not? Exactly. Right. That's Spirit of Power. Remember an episode of TNG where Enterprise grabbed some like Middle Ages type farmers and they complained the Synthahol was weak, so Worf gave them some Klingon stuff that liked better. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. All the farmers, all the chickens and the goats and stuff on the Enterprise. That was
Yeah,
such
the
a cool
cargo,
episode.
yeah.
That was fun as hell. Yeah.
Whoever watched.
So it was weak, but maybe it still had. If you drink enough of it, maybe it'll still create some effects. It's hard to say. for sure.
That's not fair.
Yeah, someone mentioned that Scotty has problems with Synthahol. He wanted the Scotch. He needed the Scotch.
I would not say that out loud.
Better not.
Someone shut the blinds. It is pretty bright in here, isn't it? There. Yeah, it's causing a big bright thing. Still 2 or 3 minutes away from ending the stream at this point, but
At least we know.
thanks again for everybody joining us. 21 people right now. 21.
There you go.
Secret code.
That's been. I don't know if we've already mentioned how bizarre that number has been for us. Like, we created it for the first game for various reasons, then it kept popping up through production.
It did. That's a true story. 21 actually did keep popping up in weird spots. We didn't do it on purpose.
I'm not just saying that as like a
Really?
advertisement.
Yeah, for real.
It really is a bizarre.
We didn't actually purposely put in 20. Many of the 21s you see, some of them are just there on accident. It started just happening. Like, no joke.
Like the number of like there are 21 characters you can actually have alignments with, right? Was that on purpose?
Not necessarily.
No, that wasn't. That definitely wasn't. No. Is it
Right.
really
Once
20?
we count
Yeah,
them
no.
up, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's an example, Duke, of total random chance. Yeah. It's pretty weird. I think the only place it started is in the iDGi. Like, given something to dispose of, it's in our lore.
The
brains.
started. We decided how many
That's right.
brains we wanted.
The base of it is the 21 people used to create the king. 21 human beings were wired up together, a big human networked entity. And then an artificial brains created based on those 21 brains interacting. And so there's this big neural network. And then the thing came from that. It's born out of 21 human beings. And that's 21 potential voices you can use to speak to you. So, yeah. Would be a pretty good time to end, actually. People ending in 21. Goes off. We're talking about Synthahol. It appears to have the same taste and smell as real alcohol for most individuals, but none of the deleterious effects associated with alcohol for most humanoids, such as debilitating intoxication, addiction, alcohol poisoning. Sounds like you pasted that from like Star Trek Wiki or something. That sounds like the nerdiest statement of what Synthahol is I've ever read. But awesome at the same time, because we're all nerds and yeah. But it does sound. Oh yeah, you got it in quotes. Okay, so you did. Posted that.
Yeah, we should figure out how to get like the iDGi one stream static to be like an effect on our Twitch stream.
Probably is a way to do that. Actually, there's all kinds of crazy things you can do with streaming that I'm sure we'll start to experiment with as we go forward. I sort of learned this learned this until the last second in terms of how to do it at all. So I'm sure we'll keep improving upon it. That's a cool idea. Probably just like a filter of some kind on top. Maybe like an effect on the video itself or something. That would be neat.
Yeah, Epic's got some weird transitions in the streams that they have, so.
I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah.
Cool if you can import skins from
Mikkel, some of the things are on
Like,
purpose.
There's like face ring, right?
Okay.
Right?
What
Yeah,
is-
there's like animals and stuff. that come on
The
out.
importance of the king in the story.
What characters are there?
Something maybe you guys understand how important the Consortium King is to the entire IP. It's pretty fundamental. I think I'm bordering on spoiler stuff, but no, I think most of you guys know that already. The blinking light was not by accident, actually. You're talking about the blinking light in the washroom. It's a true story that Steve and I attempted to put a message into that blinking light. Whether or not it'll ever be discovered or not is unknown. Maybe at some point we'll tell you guys what it was. Maybe it's too hard to find. It's entirely possible
Do
it's
you
too
remember?
hard to figure out. What the message is, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't.
Don't
Okay,
want it.
that's good.
Spent a lot of time putting that in there, so yeah.
Yeah.
Time.
No trolling on that officially. That was something Steve and I consciously spent a whole day trying to, I think, get working actually. So, not gonna happen, Mikkel. Not yet. We're gonna keep some stuff secret.
I guess I got head out.
You gotta hit up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and thank you for supporting us. And we're gonna make one hell of an awesome game. So stick with us. We'll be back online soon enough. And watch for your keys. Those of you who don't have it, watch for your keys. See you, Ian. Have a good one, man. See you online. All right. Cheers, buddy.
Bye bye.
Hey, guys. We're gonna go party. You guys rock. Thanks a lot. Cheers, everybody. Thank you again.